Are we ready, John? We're going to resume Thorn, the second night. Before I introduce our next performer, reader, artist, whatever you want to describe it as, would like, in case anyone's interested, there's a petition circulating about the asphalt plant down the street. And if you want to sign it, it's over at the bar. And two short readings for our next reader. One is from the Thorn poster. Those flowers your boyfriend sent are really beautiful. I hope they last. Take them where? I'll just chuck them somewhere. And the next one is by Antonin Artaud. I really felt that you were shattering the atmosphere around me, that you were creating a void in order to allow me to progress, in order to offer the expanse for an impossible space to that which within me was potentiality only, to a whole virtual germination that must be sucked into life by the interval which offered itself. Often, I placed myself in a state of impossible absurdity in order to try and generate thought inside myself. There are a few of us in this era who attempted to attack things, to create within ourselves the intervals for life, which didn't exist and moreover didn't seem ever to belong in space. Next, Valerie Marek from Slow House.
From Isaiah, we have to have a word of holiness first. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. Isaiah 9:2. A rose by any other name is a buoyant thought. A book with no reader is an emotional chair. No black cats are a warning. A pen with no ink is a season. A nail with a hammer, pen without wood is a coincidence. Heartbeat without a heart is pious. A guru without a pulpit is a sigh of relief. Manifestations can be boring. Spirals are usually yellow. The wrong dream is sometimes. Scent is an orphanage. Deer are miraculous. Radar without eyes is tense. Let us be seen and maybe. The last color before I sleep. Words running in and out of my head close to my eyes. I've been steeped in solstice, I've been erased in rain, I've tasted wet dawn, I've experienced petal death. I've emptied the arteries of the evening. I calmed the diesel. I walked the mad dog. I've swooned cicadas. I smiled like a hyena. I've dreamt of apricots and basil. I did not know why. I didn't call you back. I enjoyed the fever. I held the photographs until I fell asleep. I was sorry. And then the words slow down to enunciate the rage. Chasm, chains, chains, humans employed nightly to rattle. Human, glass shards in Africa no one sees. AIDS, a suicide alternative for herself, she offers her sexuality unabashedly to those stricken. Smile on a building on 23rd and 5th. Melt. Peel back the trees. Here there are no coronas. This is a letter to Arthur Rimbaud. Jean-Nicolas, I received your letter today and wish to join you in Harar. The time is right for erecting a temple in your neighborhood. Rev yourself up. Run through it. Join the aloof armies of firewalkers. Your name, the notion of the poet, denotes the motion of the drunken boat over the years. Let me see now if I remember well, your life was once a feast where all hearts opened and all wines flowed. Well, it seems that the feast is over, and in the absence of tides, the boat is still drunk. You've seen what's happened to our hearts with your television eyes. Are you watching now? Judging by love's inconsistencies, evolution is nigh complete. Meanwhile, as the vigil for a fire that burns, not a facsimile thereof, in the storm of true blue, in the desert, in love, you knew the joy of vagrant sleep, rising over female horizons. Took your black light into bright Africa too far, by absinthe moon absorbed until no more white. I know why you stopped writing. You didn't stop. Perhaps the idea was too romantic for you to refuse your pilgrimage of pain. And yet one must be absolutely modern. I see you in the incandescent where you belong. I too dread this season of comfort. I sit in your armchair like you did 100 years ago, possessed the same vernal madness and your eternal sadness. Are there reasons where you are? Is there anything up there? Be aware, be sky. Invent a new spring for us. You're the reason why we're haunted by the Saharas and places where lions roam, and where you walk to the end of the religious experience. The rest we know is fiction. I can hear you laughing, putting the universe in your pipe, puffing, your eyes still blue's definition. Augment in every wind, with your cyclone stylo pen and earth's wide smile, white linen suit, and all the time in the world. Or wearing a red cloak with your apocalyptic glance, one of the four horsemen. Yes, the new hour is severe at least. We are in one soul and one body. Blue in your light, bonfire in my hands, extraordinary inexplicity, the lightness of leaves. Given the rash of the given, I flurried. Black in the trees, unwilling to be a statue. No to the unnamed sonata being souvenir. Empty constellations awaken me on mornings of photographs never taken. Spirit is a chain link of responses concise. Pearly youth ties a bow around the green, green desire to kiss. Footstep dampens my 1 a.m. July is a well in the throat, August is a swallow, autumn is digestion, winter is monumentary starvation, March is coma, spring is sex, June is hunger, and can we repeat it? These are your lives. I dreamt of having a destiny. My words are no longer in your hands. Cancel all phobias, higher deities of where do you hail and why, that even days boasting nothing except that you forget them see me into the portal. Where's Terry Durst? That's what we all want to know.
In the clouds.
Yeah, we thought so. I'm going to read some more holy poems. This is all from the Bible, which is the good book, which is what we should all be reading now instead of being here. Behold, I have set before thee an open door. I will commune with thee from above the merry seat, be clothed with humility. Thine eyes shall see, and he showed me a pure view of water of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. Hasten the jubilee. He slept the deep sleep of the unjust. Sir Herbert Bearborn Tree. His voice was as intimate as the muscle of sheets. Dorothy Parker. My therapist, where is he when I need him? It's a cold, motherfucker. It's getting to me, it's got to me. John Karam. I shut my eyes in order to see. Paul Gauguin, we all know that. She was sanctioned to the bitter industry of waiting. She sat there, all drawers opened, awaiting in the winged dreams festered, requisitioning sleep. The sky pushed her out of her fluster. Nearer to the window was another sky. This sky is the one that is seen in other cities, other places, so as it encompasses not so distant inhabitants, not so distant lives. Living under it, the umbrage forgave all pauses, knowing the potency and power of reverie. It was a sky of Belgium, of belt holes, and it didn't matter whether the neon and the streetlights pierced the surface, poking in it holes. This was necessary for the breath reverie affords. And the blushing viper takes the shape of your breath when you come.